Let's move again around Egypt to find out more about beautiful sites where you can enjoy your vacation. Well, I love many beautiful sites here. For me, I have some of my favorite sites to visit. For example, I love to visit a lot the museums because these museums are very, very important. It told us a lot about the Egyptian history. I'll tell you about my own experience in this. For example, we are used to visit in Upper Egypt, Luxor, Aswan, all these places, but there are some other important sites where you can enjoy yourself. I learned about these places from the Egyptian Museum. When I visited the Egyptian Museum, I found some of these places telling us about more pharaohs of Egypt and more about different sites, like for example, El Minya. Over there, we learned about El Minya, about many of the important sites where we can visit, and more about pharaohs that will tell us more about a certain period of time. That's why I always say visiting museums are very, very important. In addition to the museums, also we have many of the beautiful sites to visit, whether we're talking about inside Cairo or outside Cairo. Talking about the important places, the important palaces, also the important parks. Now in Egypt, we have many of the green areas where you can enjoy your vacation. Let's find out together more about today and more about Egypt in this very, very important backpack episode. The Kubba Palace is the grandest royal palace of Muhammad Ali's dynasty. Khedive Ismail constructed the palace on the ruins of an old house owned by his father Ibrahim Pasha. The building process ran for 6 years, extending from 1867 to 1872. The wedding of Crown Prince Mohammed Tawfiq marked the official inauguration of Kubba Palace. With that, the palace became eternally bound to sumptuous wedding parties of the royal family. Qubba Palace is the grandest of all, stretching over a 190 fiddan area. It became known as Qubba in reference to an older building of the Mamluk era. Was engulfed by a lake attracting many of noble families and aristocrats for promenades and fishing trips. Palace gardens are homeland for rare groves and plants that date back to the epoch of Khedive Ismail. This palace was built by a group of Egyptian, Turkish, French, and Italian engineers on multi-phases. Huge spaces of gardens harboring rare groves and plants. A beautiful area. The palace wall extends 450 meters from the northern side and 400 meters from the southern one. western and eastern sections go as far as 1800 meters. Access to the palace is accentuated via 8 entrances. The main gate is located at the south side, with a hallway leading to the ground floor. Exquisite ornaments add to the beauty of the entrance, topped by Ceres wood. The ceiling is magnified by magnificent gilded geometric ornaments and embossments. The Kuba Palace houses a myriad of unrivaled pieces of French furniture, marking Louis XVI's style, enveloped by paintings of world-class artists contemporary to this specific epoch. Kuba Palace comprises 2 colossal symmetric floors quartering 400 rooms and halls.
first around the ground floor, which comprises court, main salon, minister's salon, dining room, and royal office. The ground floor boasts of a second-to-none collection of world-class artists and Belgian mirrors ornamenting the inner walls. Per se is depicted in an assembly of French chandeliers made of an exquisite blend of bronze and crystal and coalesced in mesmerizing Louis XVI furniture. For the upper floor, it is composed of a spacious court overlooking the main facade of the palace and the gardens. The periphery of the court is decorated by rare paintings of public prominent figures intimate to the royal family. At one side stands a huge cupboard boasting of musical instruments, playing own melodies without human interference, of no resemblance elsewhere. The court is linked to residential wings via a bronze and marble-made suspended bridge. All along the corridors conjoining wings stand several rare statues, colored wood, turtle shell furniture, plus alluring paintings. Here, you will find a collection of unparalleled furniture and artifacts from the four corners of the globe. About the Western, Oriental, Arab, and Chinese were cherry-picked to occupy Qubba Palace. After the 1952 revolution, Qubba Palace became the official palace in which world delegations and presidents were received. Accordingly, it became among the most important palaces in Egypt.
our backpack for today. Thank you all for joining us. Remember, we'll be back to bring you more about Egypt and more about the beautiful sites where you can enjoy your vacation in Egypt. And always remember, Egypt is a destination to all members of the family.